for joining me today. I'm so excited to share with you a gentle meditation before we get started into the movement of the practice. 5 minutes of guided meditation. It's so healing and it just kind of jump starts you to get you into the present moment. And I'm holding your hand the whole time. So a lot of us, if you don't have a meditation practice, I get it. I totally get it. There is so much busy right now, and it's a different kind of busy, right, than we had before. It's like a get down on your hands and knees, gritty busy. Like, this kid needs this, that kid needs that. It's like I constantly am picking up, cooking, cleaning, teaching, in this like rotation, and it's so redundant, and it's so, sometimes it gets really mindless that I have to really evoke my breath, and guided meditation helps me do that. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat. If you would like Sukhasana, it's available. Sukhasana is just an easy sit pose. If you want more of a lotus, like a Padmasana, you would just simply take your foot to the hip crease, and you get your pelvis. You kind of rock your pelvis forward, pelvis over knees. If you're having trouble locating that soft spot where you are getting your hips up higher than your knees, you can grab a pillow or a block. Where's my blocks? Or a bolster, or a pillow, just so that when you're seated in that Padmasana, your hips are higher than your knees. All right. So I will be guiding you through. Again, comfortable seat. You are alert, but at rest. You are not asleep. You are not in a position to make yourself fall asleep. Alert, at rest. Your guided meditation begins now. Sit with the sensations of the body exactly as you showed up today. Notice that you are not your thoughts. Sit with the wisdom that you are not any expectation nor outcome. You are not your sadness or your fear. You are a divine being. You are limitless love and potential. You can do hard things, and your struggle does not equate to failure. Take a deep breath in through the nose to the count of 4. Breathe in. Exhale through the nose or the mouth through the count of 4. Breathe out. Again, breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Using this practice as an inquiry into how you're showing up, into how you're holding tension, bring an awareness to the place in your body that you can feel glitching, that you can feel holding attention and tension. Moving through the upcoming words, just notice. And this is just an awareness. This is a notice. This is not a judgment. This is not an expectation. Head, jaw, neck, shoulders, heart, back, belly, rib cage, hips, thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Now, multiple places of tension might have arisen. As you breathe in through the count of 4, allow yourself permission to feel fully the tension and tightness that is being held. And on your exhale of 4, allow your body to soften and the musculature that is holding such tension and tightness to relax and to release. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Taking 3 more rounds of this deep belly breath on your own. Bringing your inner awareness to the space between the eyebrows, just behind the eyes. And in this stillness, simply be a quiet observer of what comes up. Maybe ask yourself from the mind's eye, what am I carrying? What is weighing me down that I no longer need? Take some moments of complete stillness as you let go of what you no longer need. Feel more open and renewed. Feel a sense of lightness. Deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up your mouth. Exhale. 2, 3, and 4. Flicker your eyes open. This concludes your meditation. Let's get started. And if you're in that lotus, that Padmasana, slowly start to uncross your legs. And we'll start in Child's Pose, Balasana. Your big toes are touching. Your knees are pretty wide here. And if you have a hair tie, put your hair up. And give yourself some grace here if you're new. I give myself a lot of grace here because I'm new this mode of teaching. So thank you for joining me as I figure it out. Take your knees really, really wide. Take your hands down the center of your mat, forehead down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. We'll come up into table. Plant your hands and plant your knees. Belly in. Inhale, open to box. Exhale, close to cat. So from your box pose, we move through box to cow, middle to spine to cat. Again, inhale. And again, just moving the spine in a way that feels organic, yes, but also fluid, like at ease. Sometimes we want to jump right into cat and cow and we want to contract and compress as much as we can. And that's not really our goal in yoga. Our goal is not to perfect a pose. Our goal is not to go as deep as we can every single time. Our goal is to find places of discomfort, whether emotionally or physically, and lean into that discomfort. Stretch it, notice it, bring an awareness to the discomfort, and what you'll discover is you. Your habits, what we cling to. Hips go left and your arms, they go real wide right. And whatever movement is inspired as we start to lean into places that house tension, know that that movement is valid and that movement is most of the time where you need to go. Be your own teacher. All right, on your next inhale, we'll take the left leg back, sunbird lift. And we're just finding an extension here from the left hip point all the way out the back left toes. And we lose our balance, but we get back up. That's how we get better at something, right? Left knee down. All right, again, inhale, sunbird lift. And you look up and you take that right leg up. Beautiful. On your exhale, take the right knee down. We'll take this into a new variation today. On your inhale, push into your palms. Inhale, sunbird lift. Exhale, sunbird bow. Take your chin to the mat, bend your elbows. Push back up. Close, knee to knee. Again, right side. Sunbird lift, inhale. Sunbird bow, bend your elbows, chin down. Push back up, knee to knee. All right, so you have two variations you can go to. Either the lift, the chin down, chest down, or the one we're about to do. Sunbird lift, left leg up. Exhale, sunbird bow. Prep for chin stand, curl under your right toes. Pop your hips up. Coming out of this by dropping the knee, push into the biceps, rise, box. All right, left side, sunbird lift. Exhale, sunbird bow. Curl under the left toes, pop it up. Coming out of this, beautiful, and you are warming up your arms, your hips. Let's slowly take it back to downward facing dog. And again, I want you all to move in a way that feels organic to you. Notice places of tension or tightness.
I've been spinning and running, not too much, but a little bit more than usual, and I'm having some crazy tightness along the back sides of my legs. I'm not used to tight hamstrings because I usually only do yoga. My hamstrings are really tight, and I'm noticing that I can't go as deep in my forward folds. But I'm not judging, just bringing awareness to what's showing up. Beautiful. Feet meet. Down dog. So you're in inverted V. Belly in. Hips high. Heels don't have to be on the mat. If they don't touch, that's okay. Alright. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. On your exhale, let's float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Your hands you choose. Exhale, forward fold. Breath is getting bigger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Let's slowly roll all the way up. So you're rolling as slow as you can. When you get to the top, we just keep our arms right at side body. Roll the shoulders down and back away from your ears. All right. Reach your arms out in front of you and see if we can take this whole shoulder as one unit, and we're pulling our shoulders down away from your ears. So you're pulling down through the collarbone, the clavicle, through your scapula. Everything's pulling down and almost scooping up. You feel it? Breathe in. Exhale, sink your hips for chair, but keep your shoulders rooted. Take your hands to heart. Keep your shoulders, keep pressing them down, pressing them down. Hop up onto your tiptoes. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. We're going to work on handstands today. It's important to feel that stacking of the shoulders. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Slowly roll all the way up. Arms come up to the top. Hands to your heart. All right. Slow and steady warm up. We have to take care of the spine before we start to manipulate it with handstands and back bends and all kinds of, fun stuff. So this one is for you. This sun sail is for you. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale, lead with your heart fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or float it back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale, that's an up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Moving right into the second one. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Half lift and fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands meet in high prayer. This one's for someone that you love. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. This time maybe you float it back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Beautiful. Adho Mukha, exhale. And last one. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, top of your mat. Half lift. Fold. Come all the way up. Beautiful. Hands to heart. This one's someone you don't know. Inhale, arms up. Maybe a frontline worker. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Let's float it back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale or cobra. Beautiful. And downward facing dog. All right. Downward facing dog. Let's step the right foot in between the hands. Arms up, look up, crescent lunge. And if you're having some compression in the low back, it's because we've fallen out of our core, we've fallen out of our glutes, and we're compressing the back, so we're not supported. When you're in a crescent lunge, you need to feel rooted with your feet, with the musculature of your front leg and your back leg and your glute. Arms up. Beautiful. Let's take our right arm underneath our left for eagle arms. Breathe in. On your exhale, humble eagle warrior. Let your head hang. And maybe your fingers touch the mat, gives you a little bit more stability. Just notice. Beautiful. Slowly unravel, hover, belly over right leg. And then left hand down, right arm up for dragonfly twist. Beautiful. From your twist, we'll take both hands down, drop the back knee, top of the back foot down, and we'll move the hands to the inside of the right foot for lizard. This is one of my favorite poses because I tend to have very flexible hips. So for me, this comes kind of easy.
If it doesn't come easy for you, that's probably the pose you need to work, right? So we find that the poses we're better at, those are the poses we always do. So I do this pose like almost every time I practice. That being said, I don't necessarily need it. So if that's you today, just know the places in your practice where you need to work and know the places that are coming easy. All right, bend the back leg, reach around, grab your foot. And you can roll to the outside edge of this right foot if you have healthy knees. If you don't, keep the base of the foot on the mat, look back. Beautiful, slowly unravel. We'll step the right foot back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Step the left foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge, rise up. Now notice where you're engaging. Notice where you're holding. Notice where you're forcing. Notice where you're feeling kind of almost limp, right? Like if you were just to throw your posture away, just shoulders down. Notice the difference between that and this. Notice your power. Step into it. Arms tee out. Exhale, left arm under right. Breathe in. Look up for eagle. Exhale, eagle, humble. Fold. Hands to mat. Beautiful. Unravel your arms. Take a little hover here, firing up the musculature of the left leg. Beautiful. And then take both your hands down to the inside of your left foot. We're moving into lizard lunge. Beautiful. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm up for dragonfly twist. We're still up high on the ball of the right foot. As we twist, we might look up. And we might splay this left hand up and over and find some leverage here. And you find that the more you twist, the more you're feeling here. All right, both hands to the inside of the left foot. Drop the knee, top of the foot down. And stay here, or turn your left toes to 45 degrees. Tilt the foot up, grab the back foot. And you can pull this foot as much as your quad allows. Breathe in. And then on your exhale, both hands down. Step it back, chaturanga. Upward facing, beautiful. And downward facing dog. Nice. All right, let's fire up some handstands. So walk your feet towards your hands and put your mat right against a wall. Put your mat right against a wall. You move some of this stuff away. And if you've never done a handstand before, I get it, because there was a day where I'd never done a handstand before. Just gonna move mine a little bit closer here. All right. So a big part of handstand is stacking your bones. So essentially, the heaviest part of your body needs to be balanced and situated right on top of your heart, right? So think about how heavy your leg is. If it's not in balance, if it's not stacked, there's no way it would ever stay, right? So we have to work on stacking. This is how I learned how to handstand. All right, so you take your hands about, how much is that, 4 feet away from the wall, plant your hands, and take one foot up, the other follows. All right, this is an L stand. Find your perfect L. If you have a partner at home or a kid, ask them what shape you're in until you find that beautiful L. All right, so you feel that stacking of your hips over your shoulders? That's the sweet spot. Come on down. All right, we'll take that one more time. We'll see if we can hold it for 5 full breaths. And our goal here, hips over shoulders, hips over shoulders. And just to get a feel for what that sensation is. Beautiful. Hips over shoulders. Gorgeous. Last 3, 2, 1. Hop it down. All right. So your hands are on the mat and you're still at the wall. So maintain that safe distance from the wall. And step the right foot
about a foot away from your hands. So you're almost in like a modified crescent lunge shape. Inhale, left leg up for standing split. Breathe in. On your exhale, bend the front knee, tap the toes. Inhale, reach, drop your head. Exhale, bend the knee, tap the toes. And you're finding that sensation when your palms start to bear weight. Beautiful, exhale, tap. And this next one, we rise high up onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale. Ooh, and those hands, they're getting some more weight. You feel it. On your exhale, bend the knee, tap. Now focus energetically on what the elbows are doing. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Let's just show y'all real quick. Okay, so when my leg goes up, my elbows need to scoop in. Scoop in. And what this is doing is engaging your biceps. It's finding the deltoid strength that's going to carry your legs up and over. All right. So inhale, high up on the ball of your right toes. Exhale, bend the knee, tap. Beautiful. Let's take a 1 inch, just a tiny hop. Ready? Inhale, take a hop. Exhale, tap. Again, inhale, hop. Beautiful. Exhale, tap. And it's almost like you're on a pendulum, right? When you get to the top, you can feel that sweet spot where you're stacked. Inhale, hop, stacked. Exhale, tap. One more time. Inhale, hop. And exhale, tap. Take a couple more of those. If you have a handstand practice, we can take it all the way up. And if you're at a wall, inhale, hop. You make your way to a wall, and you find that stack. And you might just get a little hang time. You might get like 2 seconds, 5 seconds. Just play with it. Give yourself a couple times to move through there. We'll take child's pose. Beautiful. Take your hands back to your heels. Flicker your eyes open, plant your hands right underneath you. All right, and we'll go on to the left side. So again, curling under your toes from your downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Beautiful. Set the left foot about, a foot away from your hands, and it's right in the middle. It's right down the center of your mat. All right, and we're just going to start to play, get playful here, like play with that edge of where the weight shifts. So standing split, right leg up. On your exhale, bend the front knee, tap the toes. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. 2 more like this. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knee, tap. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale, tap. This time we roll to the toes, the ball of the foot. Inhale up. We'll get some leverage here. Shift into your palms. Exhale, bend the knee, tap. Again, inhale up. Exhale, tap. This time we take a straight hop. So this leg, inhale up. Exhale, tap. Leg is straight, take a hop. That's it. Inhale, hop. Now inhale, hop, and scoop your elbows. Ready? Inhale, exhale, bend. Inhale, up and scoop. And you find that sweet spot where you start to find that balance, right? All right, let's take 3 of these. Inhale, hop. Exhale, tap. Inhale, hop. Beautiful. Exhale, tap. Last one, navel engaged. Beautiful. All right, so from here you can keep on doing that. If you'd like to take it all the way up, I encourage you to start on the left side, even if your right foot is easier to get up with. And find a wall. That was a window. And just play being upside down. It's very unnatural. It's very scary, especially if you don't have a background in, tumbling or gymnastics or, that kind of sport. So play with it. And then when you've done this like 5 or 6 times, child's pose. Hands back. Beautiful. All right, inhale, lift up. And so there's
that's a handstand hop. So if you're doing sun salutations or any kind of vinyasa where there's handstands, you can always incorporate it by just stepping the front foot a quarter of the way through. There's also this thing called a tuck jump. So tuck jumps, they are so tricky to me. And I think that's why I teach them so well, because I am still learning and I get taught them all the time. So from your downward facing dog, I want us to walk your feet in about a foot. And so your hips are still really, really high. All right. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. On your exhale, we shift the weight to our hands, pull the right knee in. Again, trying to get your hips up over your shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, left knee pulls in. Again, inhale. Exhale, forward. Again, inhale. And exhale, forward. Now we take that straight leg hop. Ready? Both feet though. Inhale. Exhale, hop. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, hop. This time, we're taking all of that together, but you're tucking your knees into your chest. So everything's really tight. Your bandhas are activated. This is your belly, navel to spine. Everything is like locked and loaded. All right. So for your tuck jump, take one of those variations or try it with me. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, tuck. See, it's hard, right? Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, tuck. And you get a little hang time, maybe, but it just takes time. And like anything, it'll get easier with practice. So let's try 2 more times. All right. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. On your exhale, bend the knees into the chest. Tuck everything in. Tuck. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, tuck. And you might go right into your wall. That's okay. We're just playing with the energetics of the body. Mostly stacking, right? All right, let's give ourselves a little break here because my arms are toast. Oh, shake it out. And we'll find Sukhasana, easy sit. All right, so put your arms in front of you. And again, just like, face you, just like we were doing before. Shoulders down, scapula down, like one unit, everything's down, beautiful. Take your right hand to the back fingers, pull. Beautiful, and let's pull the opposite way. So fingers down, pull your palm towards you. Softening through the shoulder, pulling it away from your ear. And then right hand to knee. Find a little space here for some rolls. And then we'll take this arm across your body. And take your chin to your left shoulder. Beautiful, opposite side. Right hand in front of you. Pull your left hand to your fingers. Nice. And then we'll switch. Feels good on the wrist. Beautiful. Flick your eyes open. Let's take some rolls. Rolls. And then take this arm across your body. Pull it in. Look right. Chin to shoulder. Pull your shoulder down. Beautiful. All right. Roll your shoulders down and back. We'll take a variation of Padmasana. That's that half lotus or full lotus that we started with. So let's take full lotus if you can. So we cross our foot at the hip crease, foot at the hip crease, and straighten up, nice and steady. Inhale, arms up. On your exhale, hands to heart. And slowly start to walk your hands in front of you. We're coming up on top of the knees. I need to scoot back a little bit. So if you're in front of a wall, scoot back. All right. And you're up on top of your knees. And then you slowly start to walk yourself forward. Lying flat on your belly in full lotus. If this, for some reason, feels terrible for you, I invite you to just lay on your belly, extend your legs, and take windshield wipers with your feet. Let's take 5 breaths on the right and 5 breaths on the left. In these poses, I always like to remember that I'm untying the knots.
any sort of bind, any sort of pose that evokes some sort of like tightness or tension, I'm envisioning on every exhalation that knots are being untied. So if that's you, if you have something that you're holding on to that no longer serves you, now's the time. Breathe in. Opposite cheek to the earth. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's look forward. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Push back up. And walk your hands all the way back so you are in half lotus again. Beautiful. And we'll switch the direction of our feet. So I always take the right one up top. This time it's a natural because it's less flexible. But the left one will go first. And now the right. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Plant your hands. Walk it all the way forward. And if you need to stay on your forearms, I get it. We'll take 5 breaths right, 5 breaths left. Pushing your hip points to the earth, your knees are flat. Beautiful. Let's take 5 breaths. Opposite ear down. Beautiful. All right, from here, we push our hands underneath our shoulders. Come back up, walk your hands back. And let's lengthen out our feet. Lengthen out your legs. Coming all the way down to our back. So anytime we're in a plank position, plank, handstand, we've been real heavy on the shoulders today. We need to find a counter. So a good counter for plank, for handstand, is back bending. So if you think about it, we worked the front body so much. Now it's time to work the spine. Switch directions of your knee circles, if you chose to take them. And then plant your feet. And then scoot your feet up towards your hips, towards your seat. All right. So for full wheel pose, if you've never been in a full wheel pose before, there's a variation for you. So let's all go there. Hands up, bend your elbows. Plant your hands in line with your shoulders by your ears. And we start peeling up from the lower vertebrae. So you're starting to peel and you go really, really slow. Peel, peel, peel. When you can't peel anymore, push into your hands. Take the crown of your head to your mat. All right. So maybe this is where you stay today, just feeling the weight shift, right? Feeling the shape change in the belly. Breathe in. On your exhale, straighten your elbows. Now we push the weight of our chest forward, trying to find a straight line of energy down the chin to the forearms to the palm. Beautiful. Let's shift the weight into the left foot. Pull the right knee up. Stay here or extend the leg. And switch. Right foot down. Left knee in the chest. Take it up. Take it down. Head comes down first. Tuck your chin. Ponytail stuck. Bone by bone, come all the way down. Pull your knees to your chest when you get here. And your forehead to meet your knees. Beautiful. Hands find the outside of your feet. Blissful baby. We'll rock from side to side. Beautiful. Catch behind your knees. We'll rock and roll all the way up. Meet me at a forward fold, top of your mat. And you might have to take a Second or two to get here. Top of your mat, forward fold. All right. Forward fold. Straighten out your mat. Right hand, so your feet are pretty wide, about mat width. Right hand to the outside of your left foot. And you cross this left hand in front of you. All right. You can stay here, you can bend your knees. You can even peek underneath this left arm. Beautiful. I switch sides. Switch the pull of your foot. And this time we're peeking underneath that right arm. Beautiful. Let's slowly release. Heel toe your feet together. And bone by bone with a healthy spine, we roll all the way up.
All right. And we'll take 3 big breaths here. Take your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Standing up a little bit straighter now. Breathe out. All right. Let's move into our final pose, our Shavasana. So if you've never taken Shavasana with me before, I invite you to make it as cozy as possible. So this is cozy Shavasana. If you have a bolster or a pillow off your bed, I'll give you like 30 seconds. Why don't you go grab it while I get set up? All right, so if you have a bolster or a pillow or multiple pillows, you can make a kind of like a ramp for yourself. This is a beautiful, beautiful Shavasana space. And I invite my yogis to always use props. Just makes it more personal, right? Makes it your space. Okay, so you place the block right at your tailbone. Not block, pillow or bolster, right at your tailbone. And again, just grab a pillow off your bed. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And we'll extend our legs out, or if you need a little bit more in the hips today, take Supta Baddha Konasana. This is that bound angle butterfly pose, and you slowly recline. So you can take it a couple different ways. You can take it out in like just Shavasana. This is just corpse pose. Or you can bend both your knees and take it in Supta Baddha Konasana. And if you need to pad something here, sometimes that just doesn't feel good to have your legs open and no support. So if you need support, it's books, pillows, blankets right under your femur bone, about midway through, about right here, all right? And I will exit this pose. I'll mind the time and give you 5 full minutes in Shavasana. And I invite you to go back to that first meditation that we did from the beginning of our practice, right? 4 count breath, 4 count inhale, 4 count exhale. If you feel like your mind's really wandering and you're like, oh my gosh, I just have like monkey mind, I want you to extend the exhalation. So 4 in, 6 out. Does that make sense? So 4 as you inhale, exhale for 6. All right. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Breathe and rest. I'll mind the time. I'll wake you up in 5 minutes. You'll hear a chime. slow and gentle exhale, release the breath and let it take something that no longer serves you today. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Reach the arms back, feet towards the front of your room or your home. And if you're on a bolster or pillow, I invite you to safely and organically move out. Maybe into your fetus position, maybe right up to seated. And we'll face each other. Find Sukhasana or full or half lotus. Your hands are at your knees, either face down, ready to give, or face up, ready to receive. We did a lot of powerful stuff today. I brought out our sound bowl. It is attuned to the solar plexus chakra, that is your place of power. So just notice today, if you stand up a little taller, puff up your chest, you might feel your power. Breath in. A deep breath out. Beautiful. Arms at side body. Gather up all this energy you created. Funnel it into your heart space on the exhale. Hands meet in high prayer all the way to your Anahata chakra, your center of love. And from this place in me, all my love and all my blessings, all my light. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you all again on the virtual mat soon. Namaste. Oh, also, if you have any questions, I want you to please reach out to me via email or text me if you have my number. But I want to share into your practice. It's really hard for me to teach to an iPhone, and I really miss the connection. So I'm hoping that we can start to talk a little bit more about your practice, about how your practice is showing up off the mat, because that's what really makes me excited about yoga, is the places that yoga weaves itself into, as far as breath work, mindfulness, reactions, and definitely music and vibration too. I just, as a mother, I use yoga every single day, like every flippin' day. So, and it's off the mat normally. So just please touch base with me, check in. If you haven't scheduled your one-on-ones, please do that. Would love to talk with you, and whether you want to do that via Zoom so I can see your face, or just a phone call, that's entirely up to you. But again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon.